Hi everyone! In today's video, I wanted to cover an important topic, and that is how to best prepare for pregnancy and lactation. So stay tuned to the end of the video for all my tips on how to get yourself ready for a healthy pregnancy and to optimize your lactation. My name is Kassi Reyes. I am a registered nurse and a board-certified lactation consultant. Also one of the co-founders of People's Lactation based in Washington, D.C. If you're new here, I upload a new video each week, so if you want to subscribe down below and hit the bell, you're going to be notified each week when I post a new video. Okay, so first let's talk about some things that you can do to prepare for a healthy pregnancy before you conceive. Ideally, you want to start to get healthy and into an optimal level of health prior to conceiving. So that may look like getting close to your healthy BMI, starting to have a more active lifestyle. Once you're pregnant, it's going to be a little bit harder to start to introduce more exercise. It's better if you start off with a healthy activity level and just continue that throughout your pregnancy. During pregnancy, you may need to modify some of those activities. For example, you don't want to do a lot of high impact sports unless your body has been used to doing those, in which case, as long as your doctor's okay with it, you may be okay continuing those activities. You want to also have a good idea of what foods you may or may not need to avoid if you're trying to conceive. So foods like fish that may be high in mercury, you may need to start limiting some of that. You may need to cut back on, if you're a smoker, definitely try to find a program that can help you cut back on smoking. Even if you have the occasional drink, you may need to consider cutting back on that, and this may not only improve your health outcomes, but also improve your fertility. It's really important before conceiving, once you are thinking about trying to conceive, to take a good prenatal vitamin. You want to make sure that your body is ready to nourish a baby. It's really important to take a vitamin that has folic acid in it. This helps with healthy spinal development for your baby. And also make sure that you are up to date on your vaccines. So some vaccines you can't receive during pregnancy, so talk to your doctor to make sure you're up to date on everything you need to be up to date on prior to conceiving. And given the current state of the world, if any of you are considering getting the COVID-19 vaccine, it has been recommended recently during pregnancy, but if you'd rather take it prior to pregnancy, and if you're eligible to get it, I would recommend getting it prior to conceiving so you don't have to make that decision of whether or not you want to get it when you're pregnant. If you have any medical conditions that are ongoing, you may want to talk to your doctor about this ahead of time and learn about ways to manage that condition during pregnancy. Make sure if you're on any medications that they're safe to be on if you are trying to conceive, and make sure that they're safe to continue once you find out that you are pregnant. Another thing I would recommend is getting familiar with your own cycle. So if you have regular periods or not, if you're ovulating regularly or not, you could buy an ovulation kit. There are so many options on Amazon. Buy an ovulation kit, make sure that you're ovulating regularly every month. If you're not, or if your periods are really irregular, make sure you talk to your doctor about it. Find out if there's anything you can do to get your cycles more regular. Find out if you have any conditions like PCOS that may affect your fertility. Things like PCOS or hormonal imbalances can also affect your milk supply when you're getting ready for lactation. So now we're going to switch over to things that you can do to prepare for lactation. We already talked about prenatal vitamins. You will continue taking your prenatal vitamin throughout your pregnancy and throughout your lactation journey. Your body is always going to take from you to give to baby first, so it's important that you take vitamins and have good nutrition to replace what your body is putting out in your milk supply. The number one thing that I would recommend to prepare you for lactation is to take a class. So many people get ready for labor, they learn all about a healthy pregnancy and how to have a natural labor, and they don't even think about preparing for lactation. And so many of my clients tell me afterwards, I never thought that lactation would be the hardest part of this whole process. As you can see from this channel, there's so much to learn about lactation. So I would recommend taking a class. Another thing that I would recommend is getting a prenatal lactation consult. That way you can have a lactation consultant work with you one-on-one, learn about your goals. They can take a look at your anatomy, let you know if there's anything concerning about your anatomy that might give you some challenges during lactation, and how to best prepare for those challenges and how to overcome them. I do want to bust a myth here that you have to do anything to prepare your nipples. I know my mom has told me that back when she was pregnant with me, they used to tell you to prepare your nipples, to toughen them up, that you should scrub them with like a washcloth or various other things that sound really, really uncomfortable to get your nipples ready for lactation and breast or chest feeding, and that just isn't the case. As we've discussed in other videos, like this deep latch video, if you have a proper and deep latch, lactation, latching should not hurt. So you don't have to do anything to prepare your nipples, to toughen them up and get ready for this process. And finally, one thing that you might not have thought about, we talked about medications, we talked about foods, actually two things. Supplements, if you're on any supplements like melatonin or any vitamins, you may think that they're natural, but they might not be safe for pregnancy and lactation, so make sure you check with your provider. And the other thing is skincare. Anything that you're putting on your skin, make sure that it doesn't have something in it that isn't safe for pregnancy or lactation. So for example, if you use products with retinol in them, you may want to consider, or you should consider, holding off on those during pregnancy. So make sure whatever products that you are putting in and on your body are safe. I hope you found that helpful. Please let me know down below if you have any questions, or if you thought of anything else that I didn't mention to prepare for lactation and pregnancy. Another thing that you don't need to prepare is to buy all the things for lactation, all the pillows, all the nipple shields, all the creams. You don't need all of that right away. If you need any of it, you can get it afterwards, but don't spend all your money on every lactation pillow and every lactation tool available, because you're probably not going to need it all. I hope you guys found the video helpful. Let me know if there's anything I missed. Let me know if you did anything else that I didn't mention to prepare for pregnancy and lactation. I would love to hear from you. Exciting news, we are going to start offering an online class for lactation to teach you the basics of what you need to know to get ready for your little one to arrive. And we will probably also have that go hand in hand with some Q&A sessions, possible support groups. So stay tuned. I'm gonna leave information down below for that when it becomes available. If you're new here, please subscribe down below, hit the bell, and I will see you guys next week when I post a new video. Have a great day.